guys, Danny B. You're watching the Trash Dash, and in this video I'm going to be reviewing China Girl. Good one from Abel Ferrara. Very 80s and very much in the style of like the 80s Vestron movies. If you're a fan of King of New York, this is a good double feature with King of New York because it's almost kind of like in the same style. It's like kind of in the middle between King of New York and Fear City. It's kind of like an 80s version of Romeo and Juliet a little bit, where it's this kid from Little Italy, and then he's in love with this girl from Chinatown. And the gang war stuff in this is really cool. Like, you kind of really see how it escalates and stuff. So the plot of this movie is that there's this Chinese restaurant that opens in Little Italy, and it's kind of causing all kind of problems because the gangs in Chinatown think that they still owe money even though it's in Little Italy. They're like, no, since you're Chinese, you owe us. But then the Italian mobsters are like, no, because it's in Little Italy, you owe us. Like, the two low-level street gangs are battling over this, but then the high-up mobsters are like battling with them because they're trying to work it out. So it's just kind of causing all kind of conflict. And then within the gangs itself, there's conflict of people who think what's wrong and right. And then in the middle of all that, there's these two kids who just are like in love basically, and they don't want to have anything to do with it, but they can't really be together because of all this other bullshit going on. There's a lot of realism in this movie as well as kind of like 80s fiction stuff. I think it's all shot on location, so the set designs and stuff look really good. But then there's like, you know, some cheesy stuff in there. If you like the movie True Romance, I think this is like kind of like in the style of True Romance, even though this one was before that. You got James Hong in this thing. James Hong is excellent in this as like the mobster running Chinatown.
Get them the fuck out of here.
We must never allow ourselves to be divided by war or to be interfered with by police investigations. All because a few reckless children cannot live within the tradition of our society. Our responsibility is to control our children.
And one of Abel Ferrara's more underrated movies. Like, I've always liked it, but this time watching it, I really loved it. This time I watched it on Tubi, actually, instead of this VHS. And I gotta get a DVD or a Blu-ray of it, because it looked fantastic on Tubi. Yeah, if you're a fan of, like, 80s crime movies, then this is definitely a good one. Or if you're a fan of King of New York, definitely check this out. I'm gonna give this one 4 out of 5 stars. That's China Girl. Alright, guys, it's Danny B. You're watching the Trash Dash. Let me know you've seen China Girl. Let me know your favorite Abel Ferrara movies. Hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. Peace out.